We just finessed $1 billion rocket and touched.
Bro, that's it. That's dinner. I don't care if it's got tusks, wings, or speaks fucking Spanish. I'm jumping it. Somebody stop this fucking meat missile!
So you bagged the buffet or what?
We're eating dry disappointment tonight. The pig's gone. I brought regrets and raisins, bro.
Bro.
Awesome. How's it going, everybody? What's new? I gotta adjust my camera here. Give me a second. It's off. I had to do some stuff here. I think I got it jacked. Let me see if I go wrong way. Oh, no. 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 There we go. Let's go. Looks pretty good. Yeah. That was a little. My head's too damn big, isn't it? What is going on? Why is it here? It might. Better. I guess it's. I guess it's. Okay. Better. My mic's off. Can't hear me? Mic down, mic too hot. What's up? A little below. Mic some of off. That's weird stuff. I had a computer, wrong mic. No, it shouldn't be the wrong mic. I don't know what's something got fucked up. I don't know. I'm on a different computer. This isn't my own computer, so I have to apologize to everybody. Computer I tried to audio is messed up, super low mic across the room. What the hell? Hello. Underwater? Are you fucking with me? Hello. That is weird. This is great. It's troubleshoot audio. don't know. I had another camera set up. I wanted to picking up a mic through that camera. Hold on. Who's settings? Audio. No, that's what it is. Get the fuck out of here.
Is this better? Much better? Is that better? All right. What was happening there, and I just figured it out, is if you check the goal, you will see that I was able to add a Bella Vision. So it was picking up the mic from the cam I installed. Here, I'll show you. Here. It was picking up the cam I installed for the Bella Vision. So I'm going to have to make sure that that's disabled somehow, so that it doesn't do that ever again, because that is bad news. Yeah, you told me wrong, Mike. I know. You told me wrong, Mike. I know. I did not. See, you guys just got it free. It wasn't supposed to be free. It wasn't supposed to be freeze. All right.
I am the great Cornholio. I'm a gringo. I have no bunghole. Bunghole.
Okay. Well, hey, there's 35 people. We'll just go ahead and get started. I'll start saying hi to everybody because I screwed this all up. I spent the first 10 minutes talking about my stupid mic. Let's see here. So hello, Steve Hilliard. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Colorado Mountain Girl. I am Bob. What are you doing? Karen K, Catherine K, None of Your Business, Dangerous Desax, Mr. K, JD, BTM Reviews. What's up, Dave? Life isn't different. Julio Scissors. What's up, buddy? Dan Blackroy. Good to see you. Mr. Liquid. Yes, Sadie, Mike. I am Bob. Jay Lee got thank you. Yes, I got the mic fixed, I believe now. Super low mic. Sounds like it's across the room. It definitely was. If it's underwater. I'm in a fish tank. Under attack. Definitely. Cable loose. Now it's good, right? Under the sea edition. Yay. So, going through, I think I got everybody. Costa Rica expat, good to see you. Catherine K. Retired nurse, hello. Adam, what's up? Dumb shititis, yep. Okay. J Dubs, what's up? JL Dubs, yo, what's up? All right. We'll get on to the first story now since I screwed up and screwed off the first 10 minutes of the show. And there is a goal tonight, and I'll just get it out of the way. As you guys kind of saw, there is a Bella Vision dog cam. And for every $20 super chat for Bella Vision, I will put the Bella Vision on for a half hour, and you can watch her sleep. I doubt anybody really wants to do that, but people were asking, so there it is. Yeah. Are those opening videos on Rumble too? I believe they're on Rumble. Mostly those are on X. You can find them. Hey, Saxon, what's up? How you doing? So, is there a way that we can pay to only see Bella? Are you saying to not see me? I guess you could do that. I guess I could do this and go like this and say, hey, what's up? I'm Bella sleeping. And, that would probably cost some money though, but there she is just sleeping away. Yeah. Every $20, Jim will eat a dog biscuit. That's not cool, Kevin. That's not cool. Anyway, it's time to remove the cloak of secrecy and audit the Federal Reserve. Senators Risch and Paul introduced bill to audit the Federal Reserve. Says yes. Rand Paul's push to audit the Fed is spot on. The Federal Reserve's Transparency Act exposes a $600 million cost overrun on their HQ renovations, now costing taxpayers $2.5 billion. This unelected institution operates in the shadows, manipulating the economy while dodging accountability. Steve says, any progress on the P.O. box? Okay. I spent all day trying to get a new computer and trying to figure out what's wrong with my computer, getting a loaner computer. So until I get that all straightened out, I didn't make it to the post office. I'm going to try. I'll get there. I didn't try. I didn't even try today. I was at Best Buy and Best Buy didn't have anything. And I was at a computer store and got a loaner and I'm going to try to fix mine and figure it out from there. But I think I'm just going to end up buying a new computer. So, auditing the Fed isn't just transparency, it's survival. Every dollar wasted on bureaucratic excesses fuels inflation and robs hardworking Americans. Congress must rip off the cloak of secrecy and demand answers. No more backroom deals with your money. There we go. Why is it doing this? Why is it cut off? That sucks. Why is it? What is going on here? Boise, Idaho. Senator Jim Risch of Idaho and Rand Paul of Kentucky have introduced the Federal Reserve Transparency Act, commonly referred to as the Audit the Fed legislation. No new computer yet. No new computer yet. I was trying to get one. It didn't work out. I got soon, hopefully. If they can't fix mine, soon. The bills aim to mandate a comprehensive audit of the Federal Reserve's operations and enhance congressional oversight of its decision-making process. Idahoans deserve to know what the Fed is doing with our money. Congress must hold the Fed accountable and pull the curtain back on the actions of this unelected Washington establishment. Hey, Pat Hacker, how you doing? Paul emphasized the significant influence of the Federal Reserve, stating no institution holds more power over the future of the American economy and the value of our savings than the Federal Reserve. It's long past time Congress stops shirking its duty and hold the Fed accountable. Okay, well, I'm going to get on that, Steve. Don't worry. I'm going to get on it. I'll have it done this week. Proposed legislation will require independent government accountability, GAO, to perform a full audit of the Board of Governors and the Reserve Banks within 1 year of the bill's enactment. GAO would then be required to report its finding to Congress within 90 days of completing the audit. That seems pretty lame. So yeah, so audit the Fed. I agree. Audit the Fed. Get rid of the Fed. Really. But anyway, so let's jump into our second story of the evening. We've got a drunken attorney general. Democrat appointed Rhode Island Assistant Attorney General Devon Hogan Flanagan arrested and charged with trespassing after allegedly refusing to leave a restaurant. The Fed is not independent. The Fed is not independent. The Fed is not independent. That's a lie. It's a scam. It's a baloney. The Fed is part of the executive branch. It has to be. The only way it could operate. Howdy, y'all. Sure glad to relax now. Thumbs up. I want to apologize to everybody about missing a show last night. You're in AG 12 times. Okay, you've been kicked out of places 12 times. Is that what you're trying to say? I tried to upgrade my computer's graphics card yesterday, and it screwed everything up on my computer. And I wasn't even able to send out emails. I wasn't able to do anything. I spent 8 hours working on it. Maybe it was because I was up all night Saturday night drinking and streaming, and so then when I decided to mess with it, I was on a lack of sleep and stupidity. But anyway, so here we are today. No Sunday show on a Monday. We'll just pretend it's Sunday. Sunday. Oh, no, the chicken. No, 80. No, the chick. Oh, you do her? Okay. Yeah. Well. So there she is. And it says here, on August 14th at 2150, officers responded to 24 Bannister's Wharf for patrons refusing to leave. An investigation was initiated by officers. Subsequently, 2 individuals were arrested. Devin Hogan was charged with willful trespass and given a district court summons. Veronica Hannon was charged with willful trespass, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest, and was brought to court for arraignment. So why did she get off with a slap on the wrist, and the other girl got more serious charges? The entitled attitude is exactly where my family and I left Rhode Island. She will receive no punishment. Look at that. The demographic that is destroying this country. Wow. There's something about this picture, and I can't put my finger on it. This is breaking body cams footage. Yeah, this is hilarious. Yeah, I had computer problems. I'm on a temporary loaner computer right now, so we'll see what happens. But everyone here should go to Jessica Simone's podcast, including, and shut it down. I don't understand. How do I shut it down? Can't wait for me to tell you. I don't know about using ends. I'm gonna great body cam footage obtained. Drunken Democrat appointed assistant AG. I'm an AG. Good for you. I don't give a S. They think they're above the law. Well, let's see here. We're gonna.
If I ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off, and that's your protocol.
She's a fucking lawyer, so she knows.
Well, that's bullshit lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we gotta go.
No, it is. That's law.
I'm an
What's she
AG.
saying?
I'm an AG.
I'm a drunken agent. I'm trying to turn your body cam off. It's not gonna have your job.
Excuse,
We're leaving.
please
We're leaving.
don't put your hands on us.
Can you get your children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's go.
No.
Let's go. Come on, they're two full-grown women and mothers of children. All right.
You're just being detained. You're just being detained.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. What are you?
What's wrong with you?
What
What's
are
wrong
you
with you?
probable cause to detain me for?
You're being detained because you're not leaving.
Because I'm what? You have
Can you relax?
You have probable cause?
She's not doing anything wrong.
AG.
She was trespassed.
I'm
Told to
an
leave.
AG.
Let's go.
Doesn't matter.
You're not. She's not being arrested. Let's go.
I'm not being arrested. You're putting me in cuffs. I'm not being
Okay,
arrested.
do you have any weapons on you?
No, I'm an AG.
Her badge is in the car. You want to go get a badge?
Let me tell you something. You're
Buddy,
arresting.
get the hell out of here. Buddy, just seriously.
You're arresting an AG. Let me tell you something.
Are you under arrest right now? No.
You're putting me in handcuffs and you're Mirandizing. You're not Mirandizing me.
She's Attorney General, and she doesn't know that you don't get Mirandized. Oh, I got them all, Rick. I got all the videos. Don't worry. I got all the videos. I'm just going in order of retardation here. Okay. Democrat appointed Rhode Island. Oh, wait. Democrat appointed Rhode Island Assistant Attorney General, arrested and charged with trespass. Oh, we saw this one. Never mind. I'm the one that's retarded. More body cam footage. More body cam footage. Here we go.
Buddy, you're gonna regret this.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret it. I'm an AG.
You're gonna regret this. She could actually face. She should face federal charges for trying to. There's a law against trying to use your trying to use your position of power to get out. Get out. Yeah, so there's that one. Now we got this. You're also an AG, of course. I know. Hogan. Full body cam footage released by of Rhode Island Special Assistant AG Devin Flanagan and her friend being arrested for trespassing. She's seen getting a police door shut in her face after she and her friends mentioned about 20 times that she's an AG. Flanagan is facing charge of willful trespass, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. She has reportedly worked in the Attorney General's office for about 7 years. The footage is a masterpiece. So here we go. We have the full 5 minutes of video. I just wanted to give you guys a teaser there so you could see what we're in for. I'm going to speed this up a
I want you
little.
to turn your body cam off. Protocol is that you turn it off. If a citizen requests it to turn it off,
She's a lawyer.
So they want you guys to leave?
yes, we're gonna leave.
Let's just leave. Let's just make it easy,
We're gonna
okay?
leave. We're gonna make it easy.
No,
That's not.
that's not.
I am.
Okay.
I'm her
That's not
husband.
the point. Can you look at me?
Yeah, we'll talk over here, okay?
Your protocol is.
Can we all talk? Can we all talk?
We'll talk over here. They want you to leave.
Your protocol is. I
Can we?
know.
False allegations. That's right. Them's false allegations.
Who is she to you?
What's that?
No, nothing. Nothing.
She is our college friend.
Okay.
Yes.
Our college friend.
No, I'm not.
You guys just want to know? Do you want them trespass?
Anything we can do. Trespass, yeah. I just need
Trespass, got it out.
Please. It's the only way.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Do you want to chat?
I know that your
All right.
protocol is.
So you're trespassed, so we gotta leave now. Unless you want to be in
We're not
handcuffs.
trespassing. You haven't notified us that we're trespassing.
So
Number one.
what did
Number
I
two.
just say to you? You're
You're
trespassed. Let's go.
Number one.
I don't
Number
want to
two.
arrest you guys.
You're not going to arrest us. Number two
So let's
is
leave.
that
We gotta go. We gotta go.
protocol
Let's go.
is.
Let's
Can we
go.
calm down for 1
protocol
second?
is if we
Yeah.
ask you to
I
turn
don't
the
want.
body
I don't
cam
want to
off.
deal with this. Let's
Okay.
go.
No, no.
I understand you don't want to deal with it, but the
let's go.
protocol
Wait,
is,
wait,
and your
can you-
protocol
can
is
you
if I
relax?
ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off, and that's your protocol.
She's a f***ing lawyer, so she knows.
She's a fucking lawyer, so she knows.
That's not true. So we gotta go.
No, it is. That's law.
I'm an
What's she
AG.
saying?
I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a shit. Let's go. We're going. Let's go.
Excuse.
We're leaving.
Please don't.
We're leaving.
Please don't put your hands on us.
Can you get your children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry. What?
Let's go.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
Let's go. Come on, there are two full-grown women and mothers of children. All right.
You're just being detained. You're just being detained.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. What do you?
I did.
What do you?
What's wrong with you?
What
What's
do
wrong
you
with you?
probable cause to detain me for?
You're being detained because you're not leaving.
Because I'm what?
She was trespassed and refused to leave. Yes, arrest her.
Sir,
She's like, I'm not trespassed. You're not arresting me.
I'm an AG.
I'm an AG. I can do what I want. I run with gangs.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not being arrested. You're putting me in.
She's doing the carpet. I can do what I want. I run with gangs.
I'm an AG.
Her badge is in the car. You want to go get
Our badges and the kind of badges. You don't need no stinking badges.
Buddy, just seriously.
You're arresting an AG. Let me tell you something.
You want to arrest right now? No.
You're putting me in handcuffs and you're Mirandizing. You're not Mirandizing me.
Yeah. You don't have to Mirandize somebody until you're going to question them. Yeah. I'm an OG. She likes the fuzzy cuffs, definitely.
Buddy, you're gonna regret this.
You're going to regret this, buddy.
You're gonna regret it.
You're going to regret it.
I'm an AG.
I'm a JG.
Take your hands off me.
We will get the
Take your
license.
hands off
Jake,
me.
we will get the license.
She's getting detained.
No.
No. We will get the
Get out of here.
license.
Get out of here. Get back. Get back right now. Get
You're
back.
detained.
No.
Oh, so that's why she got charged with more stuff, because she's resisting. That guy should have got cuffed up too. You start taking them all. They all get bracelets. They all win prizes. This is what you call door prizes.
No, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Come on, Dave.
No.
Stop touching me.
All right.
Dave, I'm right here.
No,
right here.
babe, please, I'm scared.
I'm right here.
I'm scared. I'm scared
I'm
now.
not gonna put my hands on that.
I'm right here.
No.
Okay,
No, please don't do this to my friend.
I'm right here.
No,
Right
no,
here.
no, babe,
I'm right here.
babe,
I'm right here.
no, babe.
Relax.
No,
Relax.
What's wrong with you?
Relax.
We don't want to put you in handcuffs. Let's go. Let's go.
No, babe.
Listen, you're overreacting.
You're adding charges.
Overreacting.
You're adding charges. Yes.
No. Please take my hands off.
Please take our friend.
No. Please
You
take
were overreacting. You didn't have to have this happen. Get in the car.
No.
in
Babe, no!
You got two detained.
I'm right here.
Get in the
No!
car. Just put her in.
No!
Get back. Get back, bro.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get your feet in the car.
I'm right here.
She can breathe, all right.
Get your feet in the car.
But see, that's the thing we're gonna see. If this broad doesn't lose her job, that's what you call white privilege.
No!
Get your feet in the car.
Who the fuck are...
Yeah, they weren't scared when they're like, we're lawyers, we know what we can do, and that's an AG, and we can't tell us nothing. That's definitely a hissy fit, 100%.
No! Who the f*** are you? This is so inappropriate! You're overreacting!
No, you're overreacting. Yeah, no, I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting. We were fine. You're gonna, Julio, come on. Between me and you, you're not gonna tell me that we wouldn't have a very good time with these two? We'd have a blast until someone got in trouble. Those two women have clearly never faced any type of real struggle in their entire lives. Absolutely retarded, entitled morons. They've gotten away with literally everything for the past 40 plus years. Yeah. So the masterpiece here is watching someone's career and dignity get wrecked in a viral clip. If accountability is a goal, fine, but celebrating humiliations is more about us than her. Yeah, you're right. I'm celebrating masterpiece is how the police officer managed the situation. He didn't even let a corrupt lawyer's abuse of her position of power for her personal benefit. You don't think police did a good job? I do. I think the police did a fantastic job. That's what I think. Yeah, they should have gotten charged with more stuff, in my opinion. They should have really, and Democrat Special Assistant Attorney General Devin Hogan Flanagan and Veronica Hanan threatened Newport police with retribution for their arrest. Repeatedly asked officers they knew who she was, pointing out that she was an AG. Yeah, we already watched the video, so I'm not going to go through the video and just keep replaying the video. I just want to look at some of the comments. White women, liberal women are the worst. It goes without saying. I think Trump has broken women like Veronica Hanan. Yeah, the video made my day too. I thought it was just glorious. It's like that's when a Karen meets a Chad. Karen meet Chad. Chad, Karen. Intoxicated Rhode Island Special Assistant Attorney and her girlfriend getting trespassed and arrested. Yes. The friend, Veronica Hanna, Senior Manager of Data and AI Product Management at PepsiCo, based in Washington, D.C. Oh, this is who she is. Veronica Henn, and she, her, the third, whatever that means. Senior Manager. You both worked at PepsiCo together. Oh, what do you know? Well, I wonder if Pepsi's going to cut ties. If you're feeling fluffy, the cops will always oblige you in flattening you out. They don't mind who you are. The trigger has been tripped. I fail to see what people don't understand about this. Pro tip, if you're alcohol or substance impaired late at night, never argue with a cop. Dumbass move. All they had to do was leave. She's an AG. It partly explains the lawless mess we're in. Yeah, that explains the problem with this country. Like a really. A full body cam footage released of the Rhode Island Special AG and her friend. Flanagan seen getting a police car slammed. She's facing a charge of willful trespass. Oh, what's that? Did I already watch this one? Did I go backwards? Equally sad as the kind of men that they attract. If they weren't with emasculated men and were actually with real men, they would have put down the phone away, carried them, apologized to the restaurant and the police, and physically removed them from the situation. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, do you remember, guys ever see a little movie that you might have heard of? It's kind of an obscure movie. It's called Godfather 2, when Fredo's wife, is all drunk and talking on the floor about, and Al Neary comes up. I think it's Al Neary comes up. I think it's Al or Rocco comes up, and I think it was Rocco, and comes up and says, Michael says, if you don't take care of this, I'm going to have to. And then he picks her up and carries her away. Yeah, that's what a real man would do. Not sure exactly, but you're gonna regret it. I'm an AG. We saw this. I'm an AG, damn it. Then we got Clown World. The Rhode Island Assistant Attorney General thought she could boss around a cop, demand the body cam be turned off, and walk away without consequences. She was arrested for trespassing instead. Bum 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 bum. I'm an AG. That's a nice bottle of boop bun, it says. White women, yes. No one's above the law. No one's above the law. Look at this. Democrats say no one's above the law. No one's above the law. No one's above the law. I'm an AG. This is so funny. You're a fucking drunk. Oh, they were college buddies. Oh, that means they got it on in college, because isn't that where all women experiment? And look at this. Look at this. When all women experiment, look at that. Got a dog playing I'm going to chew on my paw. And you didn't even have to pay $20 for that. See how nice I am? Collegiate friends. Just a drunk Karen. I'm an AG. Turn that body cam off. I bet you had a liberal Barbie as a kid. Good. All right. So that was the funny story of the evening. So I hope you all enjoyed it. It was really funny. Now we're on to serious business here. Serious business. Covered the White House for more than a decade and never witnessed a meeting like this. Look at this. Never witnessed a meeting like this. Look at, there's Giorgia Maloney looking laughing. You got the mini dictator here next to the guy who married a man that pretends it's a woman. And then Keir Starmer. Mm-hmm. No other man could bring 7 heads of state and the head of the European Commission to one meeting. Only President Trump, and only he could stop the bloodshed in Ukraine. Hey, ahoy, how's it doing? Yeah, J.A. Schwalbeck, that would have been funny if the cop would have said something, but then the cop would have got in trouble. The cop, I think, handled it as best he could. The best he could. Hold on, I got someone saying this is the best picture from it. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, we'll do this one. So President Trump showing President Zelensky and Macron his 4 more years hat. Look, 4 more years, see? See, look, 4 more years. That's what I told them. And they didn't want to listen, but there it is. 4 more years. Definitely. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Only he can stop the blood pray for peace. So, wait, why is this? There we go, that's better. Got that. And this one is just the photo of them all standing there. Oh, my bad. President Trump's ability to convene global leaders underscores a strategic shift. Yeah. Yeah, he's wearing his grifting suit today. He learned his lesson about showing up and looking like a slob. So, oh, hold on. I got to fix something here. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Sorry about that. Had a minor malfunction. Grifting suit. Going to show the 3-legged Macron? I don't know, but leveraging U.S. influence to force accountability, not endless war. The Alaska summit exposed Russia's reliance on prolonging the conflict while redirecting focus to American priorities, halting taxpayer-funded entanglements, and prioritizing domestic security. Real peace isn't about appeasement. It's about strength, deterrence, and ensuring adversaries like Russia pay for their aggression. Trump's approach rejects Biden-era blank checks to Ukraine, instead demanding verifiable concessions and European burden shifting. The White House meeting proves global leaders recognize Trump's resolve to end this war decisively without sacrificing U.S. interests or bankrolling foreign conflicts. See how the facts and diplomatic maneuvers stack up. Okay. I got a whole bunch of clips here. Just now, President Trump took a photo with the European leaders at the White House. I got a bunch of clips. There's a whole bunch of clips from this meeting that we're going to play and go through the highlights, basically.
That was not a great day. Is everything okay? You all set? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so that was pretty much done. They were just taking a picture. And then we got this one from the Post that says the cameras kept rolling for this. I wanted to get to this first. This is what happened at the end of the meeting and everything. But this is a hot mic moment. Bella. You would like Jin to have an opinion instead of posting this nonsense? Are you talking to me? What are you talking about? I have an opinion. Are you talking to me? I have opinions. I'm trying to just stick to the news. So yeah, this is what happened at the end, but I wanted to post this before we get to all the other videos because this will make you realize what everyone was thinking during all the stuff was going on. So
That's all we ask for is fairness with the media. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being so fair.
All the time.
But he loves it. He loves it. For he does it always. I never want to speak with my friend.
He's a very good player, golfer. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
he went to college.
But he says you always.
That's all we ask for is fair.
So you see who's Jen? That's why I don't know if she's talking about me or she's talking about someone else. I don't know. Or him. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a Torah fan, but all of those leaders, every one of them, knows that the media is dog shit and they treat Trump like shit. They're all fully aware of what's going on. So I don't know. You know, I mean, the stuff about the stuff about you know, like everyone thinks that Trump is like special and that they all know that the media sucks and they're biased and they treat them like shit. They're fully aware of it. And they all know that their media sucks too. So it's like a game. Okay, you met Jim. Okay, so you want me to have an opinion. I have opinions, but I'm here to just talk about the news. If I give you my opinions, then I'm no better than the media. Because that's all they're doing is giving you their opinions. I'm just reporting. I'm an actual journalist here. No, I don't know. My opinion is about what? I'd have to know what you mean, then I'll give you my opinion. Prime Minister Keir Starmer, I think today will be seen as a very important day in the recent years in relation to a conflict which has gone on for 3 and a bit years, and so far no one has been able to bring it to this point. So I thank you for that.
I think this is such an important meeting. As a group, I think we've had a discussion on the phone a number of times, Mr. President, but be able now to be around the table to take it forward. And I really feel that we can, I think, with the right approach this afternoon, make real progress, particularly on the security guarantees. And your indication of security guarantees, of some sort of Article 5 style guarantees, fits with what we've been doing with the Coalition of the Willing, which we started some months ago, bringing countries together and showing that we were prepared to step up to the plate when it came to security. With you coming alongside, the US alongside what we've already developed, I think we could take a really important step forward today. A historic step, actually, could come out of this meeting in terms of security for Ukraine and security in Europe. I also feel that we can make real progress towards a just and lasting outcome. Obviously, that has to involve Ukraine, and a trilateral meeting seems the sensible next step. So thank you for being prepared to take that forward, because I think if we can ensure that that is the progress out of this meeting, both security guarantees and some sort of progress on trilateral meeting of some sort to bring some of the difficult issues to a head, then I think today will be seen as a very important day in recent years in relation to a conflict which has gone on for 3 and a bit years, and so nobody's been able to bring it to this point. So thank you for that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. America, yeah, there you go. Trump Bay. Okay, well, I had someone sent me something that I'm going to jump to real quick, because we're gonna jump out of order. All right, we're gonna jump out of order. We're gonna jump out of order, and because this came up, someone sent this, so I think this is what he was talking about. New massive TDA bust. Federal agents charge and indict Tren de Agua gang members with murder, gun running, and drug trafficking in Colorado and Aurora apartments. Democrats told us this wasn't happening. We're going to jump a little out of order, and then we'll jump right back to that. So we'll just see this.
During this investigation, the ATF undercover agents met individuals that compared murder to playing games, such as golf. These same individuals described to our undercover agents that not only would they commit murder, but they would bring heads of their victims back for additional compensation.
In total, 30 people were indicted, including 3 leaders of TDA, 1 in the U.S., 2 in Colombia. Charges include murder for hire, firearms trafficking, and drug distributions. Agents seized 69 firearms through the course of the investigation, and the case began nearly 10 months ago after a rise in violent crime in Colorado. U.S. Attorney for Colorado, Peter McNeely, said some of the defendants who offered to carry out murders were the same individuals committing crimes in Aurora apartment complexes. And this is one of several properties in Aurora where multiple crimes have been reported, including incidents just this summer. Aurora police say TDA first targeted the city back in late 2023, choosing locations with little law enforcement presence and minimal oversight from property management. McNeely warns the threat from TDA remains, but efforts to disrupt the gang are ongoing.
So that is happening. Yeah, that is happening. So now I'm going to jump back into the Trump. We got quite a bit of the stuff about the meeting. I'm telling you the news, but if you ask me my opinion on something specific, like if you say, I want to know your opinion on this, or I want to know your opinion on that, I will give you my opinion. But this show is mainly me. I'll throw my opinions in there every once in a while on something. I'll make comments. But generally speaking, I'm just pulling stories that I find interesting, that I think people should know about, and try to give it to you as straight as possible. And I try to make sure that anything I show on this is not bullshit. It's not like just some fever dreams from somebody. It's actually backed up from multiple places. Yeah, Kevin feels like I give my opinion a lot of the time. I mean, you could kind of sense my opinion by the stories that I choose to cover. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni says POTUS was the difference in this war. After 3 years and a half, we didn't see any kind of sign that Russia decided that they were willing for dialogue. So something changed. Something has changed thanks to you. Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is kind of like a combination of the old G. Gordon Liddy news and comment segment combined with the Archie Bunker, What Grinds My Gears.
Please, Georgia, go ahead.
Well, thank you very much, Donald, Mr. President, for hosting us today in this important meeting. And I think it is an important day, a new phase, after 3 years and a half that we didn't see any kind of sign from the Russian side that there was a willing for dialogue. So something is changing, something has changed, thanks to you. Thanks also to the stalling in the battlefield. which was achieved with the bravery of Ukrainians and with the unity that we all provided to Ukraine. And the reason why I mention it is that we also have to remind that if we want to reach peace and if we want to guarantee justice, we have to do it united. So that's why it's a very good day, the one we are in. You can obviously count on Italy as it was from the beginning. We are on the side of Ukraine, and we do absolutely support your efforts towards peace. We will talk about many important topics. The first one is security guarantees, how to be sure that it won't happen again, which is the precondition of every kind of peace. I'm happy that we will discuss about that. I'm happy that we will begin from a proposal, which is the, let's say, Article 5 model, which was Italian at the beginning. So we are always ready to bring our proposals for peace, for dialogue. It's something we have to build together to guarantee peace and to defend the security of our nation. So thank you, Mr. President, for hosting us.
Thank you very much. Emmanuel?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
tried.
President, for organizing this meeting and for...
I'd fill her cannoli, I'd tell you that much. I'd give her the old black broccoli Rob. Gnocchi and chill with her. Give her some prosciutto. Trump is and has shown a willingness to lead and bring people together, willing to take a chance on people, always respected, and since the 80s, actions speak louder than words. President Trump says a peace agreement between Ukraine and Russia is within reach. All of us obviously prefer an immediate ceasefire while we work on lasting peace. President Zelensky and President Putin can talk a little bit more about that, but I believe peace agreement at the end of this is something that's very attainable. The Misfits crew? Maybe. I don't know. We're us. We're them. We're whatevers. You know, I'm just doing my thing.
All of us would obviously prefer an immediate ceasefire while we work on a lasting peace, and maybe something like that could happen. As of this moment, it's not happening, but President Zelensky and President Putin can talk a little bit more about that. You know, in the 6 or so wars that we stopped, we haven't had a ceasefire, and so I don't know that it's necessary. You can do it through the war. But it would be, I like the ceasefire from another standpoint. You immediately stop the killing. But I believe a peace agreement at the end of all of this is something that's very attainable, and it can be done in the near future. With all of the wars that I got involved in, we only have this one left. Of course, as I walk out the door, there'll probably be a new one starting, and I'll get that stopped too. But I thought this was going to be one of the easier ones. It's actually one of the most difficult. They're very complex. The next step would be for a trilateral meeting, and that will be worked out. And I just look forward to working and having a great result.
Great result. Great result. He highlights the talking points on meeting with Zelensky and EU leaders. I'm optimistic. Collectively, we reach an agreement.
The Alaska summit reinforced my belief that while difficult, peace is within reach, and I believe that in a very significant step, President Putin agreed that Russia would accept security guarantees for Ukraine, and this is one of the key points that we need to consider, and we're going to be considering that at the table also, like who will do what, essentially. I'm optimistic that collectively we can reach an agreement that would deter any future aggression against Ukraine, and I actually think there won't be. I think that's even overrated, largely overrated, but we're going to find out. And I think that the European nations are going to take a lot of the burden. We're going to help them, and we're going to make it very secure. We also need to discuss the possible exchanges of territory, taking into consideration the current line of contact. That means the war zone, the war lines that are Pretty obvious, very sad actually, to look at them. And negotiating positions, President Putin, also you have President of Ukraine, who is, you just met a little while ago, and we're going to try and get a three-party meeting, maybe as soon as we can. And I have a feeling you and President Putin are going to work something out. Ultimately, this is a decision that can only be made by President Zelensky and by the people of Ukraine working also together in agreement with President Putin. And I just think that's very good things are going to come of it. So I hope we have a good meeting. And if we can have a good meeting, I'll set up a meeting with President Putin. And if you'd like, I'll go to that meeting. And not that I want to do that, but I will do that because we want to save a lot of people from dying. A lot of people are dying, and we got to save them.
You don't think Trump cares what these European jabronis think? I don't think he cares, but I think he probably feels it would be better. What's in the DM, Jim? Okay, I'll show you guys. Okay, here we go. So here they all are sitting outside the principal's office waiting to get talked to when they go inside. See? They're all there waiting, like waiting to get, waiting to see the principal or waiting to see the boss, whatever you want to say. They're all waiting outside the boss's office like good little school children. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, look at them. Well, I've just been invaded by my grandson. What's up, buddy? Come here. Oh. Oh. Here's the other one that they wanted to show. Okay. This one says it's a restraining order. It says, this order hereby declares that Ukraine is not to be allowed within 15 feet of my tax dollars. We're going to do this, jump over here. The EU Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen, we had a fantastic NATO summit. We had the largest trade deal ever. Agreed, and now we are here to work together with you on a lasting peace for Ukraine. Binky cast, yeah. It's Binky cast, yeah, definitely. And we had the largest trade deal ever. Agreed, and now here we are working together with you on a lasting peace for Ukraine. Stop the killing. That's really our common interest.
Indeed, we are here, Europeans, as friends and allies. We had a fantastic NATO summit. Together as the two largest and biggest economies in the world, we had the largest trade deal ever.
That's right.
Agreed. And now we are here to work together with you on a just and lasting peace for Ukraine. Stop the killing. This is really our common interest. Stop the killing. Indeed, we are here, Europeans, as friends.
Hey everybody, sorry. Give me 1 minute. I will be right back. I got to take care of something. Let me, I really apologize. I really apologize. Favorite type of story that I like to talk about: corruption. Yeah. Quartering tonight. Who's the quartering? Did I talk about the quartering? I don't think so, Chris. I don't really talk about the drama stuff on YouTube per se. I kind of stay away from it. I try to focus on more news stuff and everything. There's other channels I'll go on and talk about stuff, but I try to stay away from the drama stuff, internet drama stuff. But anyway, here we go. Breaking: former Santa Cruz County Treasurer Elizabeth Gutfar. Okay, yes. Yes, Dave. On my channel, I try to stay away from the drama stuff. I try to just focus on news. That is correct. Former Santa Cruz County Treasurer Elizabeth Gutfar, Democrat, of course, sentenced to 10 years in prison for stealing over $38 million in county funds. Hey, what TF? How you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for those kind words you shared on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gutfar served as treasurer from 2012 to 2024, where she reportedly embezzled and laundered nearly $40 million to accounts in the names of fake companies she had created that performed no legitimate business. She then used the money to purchase real estate, to renovate her family ranch, to pay expenses for her cattle business, and to buy at least 20 vehicles. Gutfar, who was also ordered to pay approximately $51.8 million in restitution to Santa Cruz County and the United States Treasury. And this is what she looks like, and it says it's 10 years. Okay. And then here's Dodge AI says Elizabeth Gutfar's decade-long $38.7 million theft from one of Arizona's poorest counties isn't just corruption, it's a systemic failure. The fact that she bypassed two-step approval process by hijacking a subordinate's credentials 187 times exposes laughable oversight. Santa Cruz County's lawsuits against the state auditor general proves negligence wasn't isolated. Agencies rubber-stamped her fraud while schools and fire districts bled, recovering $5.9 million up to $51.8 million owed. Pathetic. Real accountability means dismantling the culture that lets bureaucrats treat taxpayers' funds as personal slush funds. Audit every agency. And this is true. Like, they should really, Elon Musk should really probably have his guys just start looking at every government agency around the country. All of them, federal, state, locals, just get in there and look and see where the money's going and identify if there's fraud and try to find it, So it says right here, former Santa Cruz County Treasurer sentenced to 10 years in prison for stealing over $38 million in county funds. Elizabeth Gutfar, 63 of Rio Rico, Arizona, was sentenced on June 23, 2025 by United States District Judge Rosemary C. Marquez to 120 months in prison, so 10 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release. So you could steal $50 million and get 10 years? That's not really a bad trade-off, is it? I mean, that's $5 million a year. I mean, a lot of people would probably take that, $5 million a year for every year, get $5 million for every year you go to prison. I don't even think if we wrongfully, put somebody in prison wrongfully, I don't think they get that kind of money. Yeah. She pleaded guilty to embezzlement by a public official, money laundering, and tax evasion. Gutfar was also ordered to pay approximately $51.8 million in restitution to the Santa Cruz County and the United States Treasury. The people of Santa Cruz County and all Arizonans have a right to expect their elected leaders to serve with integrity and in the best interest of their constituents, said U.S. Attorney Timothy Corcoran, maybe? I don't know. It's Corcoran. Ms. Gutfar stole more than money from the people of her county. She betrayed the confidence of the voters who elected her. This sentence shows that the abuse of public trust will be punished. Ms. Gutfar will now be held accountable by using her official position for huge financial gain at the expense of the residents of Santa Cruz County, said FBI Phoenix Special Agent in Charge Heath Jenke. Hey, I knew a guy named Nick Jenke. I wonder if they're related. Each act of greed and dishonor negatively affected fundamental aspects of this county's operation. The FBI continues to investigate public corruption cases, and we remain committed to identifying and pursuing those who violate the public's trust. Ms. Gutfar violated her sworn duty by enriching herself with the public money she was entrusted to protect. Special Agent in Charge Carissa Messick of the IRS Criminal Investigative Phoenix Field Office said, taxpayers deserve to know that the elected leaders are working in the community's best interests, not just their own. IRS-CI remains committed to rooting out corruption at every level. According to the court documents, Gutfar, who served as Santa Cruz County Treasurer from 2012 to 2024, embezzled and laundered approximately $38.7 million by wiring public funds from Santa Cruz County's accounts to accounts in the names of fake companies she had created that performed no legitimate business. Gutfar then used the money to purchase real estate, to renovate her family ranch, to pay for expenses for her cattle business, and to buy at least 20 vehicles. 20 vehicles. Wow. That's 2 vehicles a year. That's a lot. Oops. Wow. So, okay. I'll start over. I'm sorry. I apologize for what happened. My grandson came bursting in. I had to get him back to bed and change his diaper and everything. So, not muted now, right? Anyway, that video that we were watching that was playing is called Santa Cruz County, something or other. If you want to watch it, it's on my channel. At any point in time, you can watch it. Santa Cruz County Treasurer, I think, steals a bunch of money, but anyway, hopefully my grandson will stay sleeping. We'll see. But let's get back to the show. We got here NATO Secretary Mark Rutte says, if we play this well, we can end the Russian-Ukraine conflict. I really want to thank you, President Trump, dear Donald, for the fact that you, as I said before, broke the deadlock basically with President Putin by starting this dialogue from here we are today. All these people are so happy with Trump now.
I really want to thank you, President of the United States, dear Donald, for the fact that you, as I said before, broke the deadlock basically with President Putin by starting that dialogue. And I think it was in February that you had the first phone call, and from there we are now where we are today. And that is, I think if we play this well, we could end this. And we have to end this. We have to stop the killing. We have to stop the destruction of Ukraine's infrastructure. It is a terrible war. So I'm really excited. I really want to thank you, President of the United States, dear Donald, for the fact that you, as I said before, broke the deadlock basically with President Putin by starting that dialogue. And I think it was in February that you had the first phone call. And from there we are now where we are today. And that is, I think if we play this well, we could end this. And we have to end this. We have to stop the killing. We have to stop the destruction of Ukraine's infrastructure. It is a terrible war. So I'm really.
It's hard to understand. The guy speaks with such a deep accent. It's kind of hard to keep track of what he's saying. I had to listen to it twice to hear exactly what he was saying. And by the way, this Resist the Mainstream chant on X is a very good follow on X if you're on X. Finnish President Alexander Stubb makes it clear that in the past 2 weeks, we've probably had more progress in ending this war than we had in the past 3.5 years.
I think in the past 2 weeks, we've probably had more progress in ending this war than we have in the past 3.5 years.
Why is that? Why do you think that is? Why in the past, since Trump's been, why? And why was there not any progress when Biden was president? They think Trump is conceding his stance against security guarantees. I hope they're not giving any security guarantees. I don't want any security guarantees. I don't want any of our troops or our young men dying over stupid stuff happening in Ukraine. Just think if you talk to Putin, maybe the war will come to an end. Yeah, it's like really if they would talk to each other, you could get it to come to an end. So. You know, and then here's a guy thanks him for breaking the deadlock. We already see this? I don't think so. This is longer.
I really want to thank you, President of the United States, dear Donald, for the fact that you, as I said before, broke the deadlock basically with President Putin by starting that dialogue. And I think it was in February that you had the first phone call. And from there we are now where we are today. And that is, I think if we play this well, we could end this. And we have to end this. We have to stop the killing. We have to stop the destruction of Ukraine's infrastructure. It is a terrible war. So I'm really excited. And let's make the best out of today and make sure that from today onwards, we get this thing to an end as soon as possible. I really want to thank you for your leadership, what you are doing for Vladimir, but of course also all the European colleagues. It is really crucial. And the fact that you have said, I'm willing to participate in the security guarantees is a big step. It's really a breakthrough, and it makes all the difference. So also thank you for that.
Well, NATO also has agreed from 2% to 5%, which is something that is a massive amount of money. And it's 2% that wasn't always paid to 5% that is paid. That's a big difference. And so we appreciate that. That was a great move. Thank you very much. Ursula, maybe on behalf of the Commission, you could say a couple of words.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I don't think Trump is grifting. I don't know what that. I don't know what he's. I don't know what the grift would be that he's trying to do. Is he trying to get him to like golf at his golf resorts more or something? I don't know. I don't know. Someone must be behind, because they're saying so adorable. So it must have been when my grandson came in, because I know they're not talking about me. Oh my God! The Prime Minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni's reaction is priceless as German Chancellor Merz is lecturing Trump that he needs to go to a ceasefire with Putin instead of a full peace deal. She keeps rolling her eyes, and the plan was not to do a ceasefire. Trump pushed back. Well, let's see. If she stands up and goes "Abafanguya," then I'll know that this is for real.
And let's try to put pressure on Russia, because the credibility of these efforts we are undertaking today, are depending on at least a ceasefire from the beginning of the serious negotiations from next step on. So
Look at that! Look like motherfucker! Shut up.
This aspect, and would like to see a ceasefire from the next meeting, which should be a trilateral meeting wherever it takes place.
Well, we're going to let the president go over and talk to the president.
Let's work on that, and let's try to put pressure on.
Yeah, we're going to let the president go talk to the president. She gives me hope for Europe. She's a beacon for Europe. Meloni could hide it. She looks like she's thinking, here we go again. Her face says it all. Mercer is stuck to the plan. She's a queen of wearing your feelings on your face. Okay. And then on to the next type of thing. It's Santa-related, but type of thing. So it turns out that Zelensky does have normal suits and ties. So Zelensky shows up to the White House looking very different than the last time. Yes, he's actually wearing, he's actually wearing a suit. Yeah. She'd say, leave the gun and take the gabagool. No, take the cannoli. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Zelensky shows up to the White House looking very different than the last time. Trump lets him know. Trump says, man, you look good. I like this. You should dress like this more often. You actually look respectable. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky showed up to the White House last Monday looking very different than the last time he visited. And Trump's reaction was very hard to miss. Trump welcomed Zelensky and European leaders for peace talks. The Ukrainian leader stepped out looking terrific, wearing an all-black suit. The president clearly noticed as he immediately reacted to the suit and pointed out how great he appeared. Zelensky's wearing a black suit to meet Trump at the White House. Trump is elated at the wardrobe choice. I can't believe it. Oh, let's see. Are we going to see this?
The best I have. Ready, face? Every step.
President Trump showing your message to the people of Ukraine as world leaders gather here today.
We love them. We love them.
Russia continues attacks including the country Kharkiv.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, if Russia continues to do this, are you going to do something to them? It's like, how's about a nice, a greasy, let's see. We have, what do we got here? Look at this. You got Gaddafi. It says, we supplied him with weapons and then we killed him. Bin Laden. We supplied him with weapons and then we killed him. And then, oh my God. Oh, wow. Saddam Hussein. We supplied him with weapons and then we killed him. And then Zelensky to be continued. But they could have added a couple more in there because there's quite a few more on that list. You know, maybe not so much that we killed them, but that we supplied them weapons and then we took them out. You know, you got Noriega, you got the Shah of Iran. You know, I mean, Shah of Iran, we kind of fomented the upheaval, and the people in Jimmy Carter's State Department thought that they could deal with the Ayatollah would be easier to deal with, and that he wasn't, you know, he was a moderate, and they would be able to deal with him easier, and he'd be easier to, you know, get the oil prices down. So, no, he wasn't. So, yeah, that's a big list actually, but this is the most kind of recent ones, I guess, in the last 10 years or so, 15 years that happened. Zelensky looked fabulous in that suit. I said the same thing. It was then Zelensky's turn to get a jab at the reporter, who happened to be the same one who called him out last time for not looking professional when he showed up at the White House. Given Trump's response, fair to say he loved it. He looked fabulous in a suit. I said the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, looks good on
I
you.
said the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's
I remember that. Yeah, I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed you.
Maybe yours is much better.
Oh, that was funny. He told him, you're wearing the same suit. That's funny. That nice, the one who attacked you last time, I remember. You were in the same suit he had. To see I changed, you or not. Pretty good line from Zelensky, and a good choice on the suit this time, given the absolute torching he got in his previous visit when he showed up in a black sweater similar to fatigues. Zelensky was obviously focused on a visit going better than last time, and purposely decided to wear a suit while he was wanting to sport a military look. This time, Zelensky will be in a suit, but the style will remain a military key with the same symbolism. He's a head of state, which is at war. These people's Redscape colleague reported about what happened the last time he came to the White House in a sweater attire, a disaster, the infamous presser in the Oval Office. My second question for Zelensky was, don't you ever wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? The highest level in the country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. I just wanted to see, do you own a suit? And then J.D. Vance had been chuckling, but Zelensky didn't seem amused. And do you have problems? A lot of Americans have problems that you don't respect the office. I will wear a costume after the war will finish. Let's hope this is a good sign of things to come with the resolution of this war. Editor's note, President Trump and Secretary Hagg says the war ethos is coming back to the American military. Okay, sounds good to me. On to the next story. Got breaking news here. Pam Bondi and Kash Patel have just announced that Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey will be a co-deputy director of the FBI alongside Dan Bongino. Now, does that mean he's not the Attorney General of Missouri anymore? Because wouldn't that? I mean, when he got asked about being Attorney General of the United States, he said no, he wanted to be Attorney General of Missouri. So what's this? Is he going to still? This guy's done a lot of good stuff. This guy says, once you see it, you can't unsee it. The FBI just got even stronger. They just tapped Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey as co-deputy director. This is the most law and order team America's ever seen. Yeah, I would rather have Bailey replace Bondi too, but I swore, yeah, I hope he stay. I swore, yeah, Steve, I swore when he got asked about it, because there was mention when Matt Gaetz wasn't going to, withdrew, they were talking about him or Paxton, and Paxton said no, he wants to run for Senate, and this guy said he was happy, he wanted to stay in Missouri and be the Missouri Attorney General, so people thought maybe he was planning on running for governor of Missouri, or You know, he's thick with Senator Schmidt. Yeah, I mean, he was wondering why he tweeted today it was an honor to serve Missourians. So was he not Attorney General of Missouri anymore? I don't get it. Bailey isn't just another bureaucrat. He's a decorated war veteran. He's Missouri's Attorney General, the ruthless fighter against corruption and crime. He's won $24 billion lawsuit against China, and now he's part of Trump's mission to make America safe again. In Missouri, Bailey cleared the backlog of sexual assault evidence kits. He launched an anti-human trafficking task force. He boosted prosecutions by 133% and took down corrupt officials. This guy delivers results. Wow. Now he's teaming up with Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, and Pam Bondi. Together, they're building the most fearless FBI leadership team in history. Under Patel's leadership, they already made 19,000 arrests nationwide, double all of 2024, 1,600 arrested for crimes against kids, 270 human traffickers caught, 3 of the FBI's 10 most wanted taken down, and 4,000 child victims rescued. The results speak for themselves. Now imagine adding Bailey's record to that machine. This is Trump's blueprint. End the crime wave, crush human trafficking, deport illegals, hold corrupt politicians accountable. No excuses, just action. These 2 politicians need to get held accountable. DOJ launches probe into AG Tisha James and Senator Adam Schiff. Even D.C. is feeling it. Since Trump's federalizing of Washington, nearly 200 arrests already. Murder suspects, gun offenders, drug traffickers, sexual predators. Bondi, Patel, Bongino, and Bailey are cleaning house. It is kind of a waste of making him co-deputy. I honestly think it's not even a lateral move. Unless Trump is planning on having Kash Patel go somewhere else and he's going to have him move up to be maybe the head of the FBI. I don't know. I don't know. Trump is turning the FBI into what it's meant to be, a weapon against crime, not conservatives, a force for law and order, a shield for American families. The best is yet to come. I got the story from Fox News, but Bondi, Patel tapped Missouri AG as additional FBI co-deputy director alongside Bongino. I have a feeling that this isn't.
Attorney General Pam Bondi putting sanctuary cities across the country on notice.
No. Supposedly, I have a story, if we get to it. Supposedly, they notified Congress that it's coming to Congress, that they're going to start sending the stuff to Congress. Jim Comer's going to get it with the Judiciary Committee or an Oversight Committee. Because the FBI deputy does most of the work behind the scenes, so that's good. So supposedly it's coming. It's coming, supposedly. They're bringing Missouri Attorney General Bailey as an additional deputy director of the Bureau, Fox News has learned. Bailey will serve as co-deputy director alongside Bongino, and they're thrilled to welcome him as a co-deputy director. He has served as a distinguished state's attorney general, as a decorated war veteran, bringing expertise and dedication to service. His leadership and commitment to his country will be a tremendous asset as we work together to advance President Trump's mission. The FBI, as the leading investigative body of the federal government under the Department of Justice, will always bring the greatest talent this country has to offer in order to accomplish the goals set forth with an overwhelming majority of American people elected Donald Trump president. Bailey will be an integral part of the important mission. He looks forward to continuing the fight to save America. He just looks angry. Yeah, I want to see arrests and convictions too. I mean, it depends. I mean, the convictions is going to depend on where they bring the cases. Bailey, as Attorney General, launched an anti-trafficking task force, arrested more than 1,100, or addressed more than 1,100 reported incidents in Missouri. He cleared this backlog of sexual assault forensic evidence kits. He also defended the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department in civil litigation and has consistently advocated for law enforcement. He was endorsed by Missouri's Fraternal Order of Police. Bailey also reported a 133% increase in trial court level criminal prosecutions. That's good. Bailey also held the public officials accountable during his time as Attorney General. He demanded the resignation of a sheriff for financial mismanagement and misconduct, and separately announced a grand jury indictment against the St. Louis County executive for stealing and election law violations. I'm eternally grateful for the opportunity to serve as co-deputy director of the FBI. Bailey told Fox News, I extend my deepest gratitude to President Trump, U.S. Attorney Bondi, and Director Patel for the privilege to join their stated mission to make America safe again. A senior administration official told Fox News that President Trump wants to see bad guys prosecuted, illegal supported, and corrupt politicians held accountable. We need all hands on deck to accomplish these important goals. Andrew Bailey will serve as another set of credible, experienced hands to help General Bondi and Director Patel carry out the president's mission. The FBI under Patel's leadership has already seen 19,000 arrests nationwide and doubled all the arrests made in 2024. Of those, 1,600 have been arrested for violent crimes against children, 270 human traffickers, 1,000 have been arrested for investigations of foreign terrorist organizations. What? 1,000 terrorists? And 3 of the 10 most wanted have been. They also rescued 4,000 child victims. Seized 1,500 kilos of fentanyl and 6,300 kilos of methamphetamines. Senior official told Fox News that the murder rate is currently on track to be the lowest ever recorded in history. So, Bailey announced his resignation today, huh? There's got to be something else going on. I can't see him making this move unless he was told he's either going to take Bondi's place as Attorney General, or he's going to take Patel's place as head of the FBI, or something. There's something going on. There's something else going on here, because he's too high profile, too big of a name to just be deputy director of the FBI, in my humble opinion. So they're going to move some chess pieces around somewhere. Maybe once they get him, because once he gets confirmed as deputy director of the FBI, they can take him from that Senate confirmed position and move him somewhere else, and then it's like a. They won't need reconfirmation. Trump wants to see America quickly become the safest country in the world. He's put together the best law and order focused team in the business to accomplish that goal. Press Secretary Carolyn Levitt told Fox News. The addition of Bailey comes amid expanding nature of Trump's law and order agenda. As for the federal takeover of Washington, D.C., Bondi is in charge, and the FBI is playing a larger role. That's what I'm thinking. Either Bondi's replacement, or Bongino leaving soon. Here's the thing: Andrew Bailey shouldn't be deputy director of the FBI or deputy director of anything. He was a stellar attorney general of Missouri. He should have a cabinet level position. So you're talking FBI director, CIA director, NSA, or something like that. Some kind of, or I don't know. Something, in my opinion, I don't know. Bondi announced on Friday that there'd be 200 arrests and counting in the nation's capital, including those murder suspects, illegal gun offenders. Among those arrests were 2 homicide suspects, 17 drug traffickers, and 39 suspected illegal gun offenders, 2 sexual predators, and a partridge in a pear tree. And basically, CNN has basically the same story, but I just want everyone to know that I'm not just, I go both places. So it says Patel bringing Missouri Attorney General to serve as FBI co-deputy director with Bam Bongino. It appears to be a first for the FBI. They announced Andrew Bailey will serve as co-deputy director of the agency. Bailey will serve alongside Bongino. Bongino was tapped as the FBI's sole deputy director earlier this year, causing a stir when he largely excommunicated himself from most of his colleagues following a significant rift with Bondi over the handling of Jeffrey Epstein files. I'm thrilled to welcome Bailey as co-deputy director of the FBI. Well, okay, yeah. Get rid of Ratcliffe, no trust. Something. But see, that's the thing is you bring him in and once Trump gets him confirmed, which he should be able to get confirmed, no problem for deputy director of FBI. Once he's Senate confirmed, you can move him to other positions that are Senate confirmed, and it makes it easier. Deputy director historically manages the Bureau's day-to-day operations. It's not immediately clear how Bongino and Bailey will split the duties. Bailey was under consideration to lead the FBI before the president's inauguration. He interviewed for the job with Trump last year in Mar-a-Lago. I mean, can't be AG. He is an attorney. Really? You think so? Deputy Director requires no Senate confirmation? Doesn't? Deputy Director of FBI doesn't require Senate confirmation? That seems weird. I don't know. He's Attorney General. How could he not be? Hey, Trump says, I don't think you understand. The FBI is so messed up they need more than one deputy. Well, it's possible. Maybe Bailey's going to handle like the actual law enforcement end of it, like actually getting the stuff done, and Bongino's going to handle cleaning up, getting rid of the disloyal people or something. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. We'll just see. I don't know. I think he's wasted as deputy director, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah. Stepping down to become FBI. Yeah. U.S. Attorney General federal level, there's no explicit constitutional or statutory requirement that U.S. Attorney General be a licensed attorney. That's what I thought. There's actually no requirement that a Supreme Court justice be a licensed attorney. It's not. You don't have to be. You don't have to be a licensed attorney to be a Supreme Court justice. And that might even apply to. I don't think so, but it might even apply to regular like district court judges. I don't know, because I mean, unless they put it in the statute that established them, the Article 3 judges, unless they put it in there, you have to be an attorney. There's been Supreme Court justices who weren't attorneys. I think at least one, maybe two. You can Google that. But you think so? They're getting ready to put the hammer down? We'll see. Bongino's future name has been questioned since the internecine squabble over the DOJ's handling of Epstein files. To Missouri, thank you. My tenure as Attorney General has been an honor of my professional career. What's made it truly meaningful has been the opportunity to serve my home state. Together, we have defended the rule of law and safeguarded our freedoms. I'm forever grateful. Following Bailey's appointment, Bongino posted on social media, welcome with 3 American flags. It says, Judge approves Trump's pick as interim U.S. Attorney in Manhattan. Oh, I want to read this. Trump admin agrees to allow. No. Wrong. What? No. Judge approves Trump's pick as interim U.S. Attorney, Manhattan. Jay Clayton, former chair, speaks. Federal court appointed Jay Clayton, President Trump's choice for a U.S. Attorney for a Southern District to serve in that position that was set to expire, making him the President's first significant attorney appointment that's gone unchallenged. Judges in SCNY appointing Clayton on Monday to serve as U.S. Attorney. So this makes me worried that either the judges in that district said, we're going to end up getting this yanked away from us, or this guy is maybe not the best choice. If the judges in this SDNY are perfectly fine with him, then maybe he's not the best choice for the job. On to the next story here. We got White People for Zohan is definitely giving white guys for Harris a run for its money. It's wild to see SURJ hosting an event that links Zohran Mamdani with Abigail Spanberger, a so-called moderate who talks tough on crime but votes like anything like. Yeah. Fight back fall. Zohran for the people, and Virginia isn't for MAGA governors. The electoral work map. Stop MAGA and our champions. Fight back. Phone bank for elect Zohran Mamdani in New York City and block MAGA in Virginia. That's weird, right? Abigail Spanberger, it's the Karen version of Zohran Mamdani. She's just playing a longer game. She is. Zohran Mamdani's alliance with Surge isn't outreach, it's ideological colonization. These are the same activists who sanitized, globalized the Intifada chants while Mamdani cozies up to BDS extremists and Hamas apologists. Andrew Cuomo didn't just talk safety, he funded synagogue security and hunted down anti-Semites. Mamdani, who throws a drag shows with rent-free fantasies while his DSA comrades call to abolish ICE. Surge's Fight Back Fall is a scam. They're not stopping MAGA, they're importing Mamdani's chaos. New York City's Jewish community knows the difference. Cuomo delivers shields, Mamdani delivers slogans, and a voter base that'll cheer when Hamas wins. Yeah, although not explicitly stated, there has traditionally never been an AG who wasn't an attorney or equivalent of the time period. Well, it's not in the Constitution, and technically, the Attorney General is not actually. I don't think they're the ones that are actually. It's usually the Deputy Attorney Generals that are ones actually doing the law stuff. The Attorney General is usually just the one, I think, handling like the organizational stuff that's in charge type of thing. Like, and here's Cindy Powell says, more great work exposing evil. It says, Obama's shadow network lines up behind Marxist Muslim candidate Zoran Madami. Obama's inner circle, boosted by George Soros' billions, is lining up behind the Marxist Muslim Zoran Madami, uniting communists, radicals, and Jew haters to make him the future of the Democrat Party. I just want to show you real quick. This is who the SURJ is. You see, it says a home for white people working for justice. What is it? What to the slave is the 4th of July? Enough is enough. When we fight racism, we all win. Yes. Here's some more of their stuff right here. Okay. Cuomo concedes to Zoran Madami in the primary. Democrat socialists could face the former governor. Yeah, see? These are the people. Zora. I'm ranking Zora, number 1. Yeah. Bold, anti-racist, working class. Politics just won in the first round of New York City's primary race. So the guy whose mother is a Hollywood producer and filmmaker and whose father is a Columbia professor, tenured professor, and who has a mansion, a multi-million-dollar mansion in multiple countries, in Uganda, one in Dubai, and in the United States also, is a working class warrior. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like this it says. No, actually, no. The Attorney General does not argue in front of the United States Supreme Court. That's the Solicitor General. The Solicitor General makes arguments in the Supreme Court. That's the person who makes all the arguments. Solicitor General. Suger probably endorses Zoran Madani as our first choice for the New York City mayor in the June 24th Democrat Party. He's the best mayoral candidate, showing up the strong, bold agenda for multiracial working class we need to win across the board. Against MAGA agenda. His campaign is leading the way. We can overcome politics that pits us against each other and instead unite on the vital issues like a $30 living wage. $30 an hour minimum wage now. Wow, I remember it was 20. It was 15. Now it's 20 and then it's 30. Alternatives to policing. Oh yeah, don't police. Just don't police anybody. Just let them all go. As Trump accelerates his attack against immigrants and protesters, Zoran is the strongest candidate to stand up to Trump's xenophobic, authoritarian agenda. In Zoran's own word, bravery, not cowardice, is how we fight back against Trump. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I can imagine. I can imagine. I can't imagine. Ow, sorry. Zoran's vision for a racial and economic justice is one that's benefit all New Yorkers except for white people. When we reject the divide and we get rid of white supremacy and xenophobia, we can win. Powered by 25,000 volunteers. Here's this thing. It says Obama's shadow network lines up behind Marxist Muslim candidate Zoran Madani. He's a communist. Let's just be honest. The guy's a commie. Obama reportedly called Democrat socialist Madami after he won in June to congratulate him. To also having Patrick Gaspard, who was part of his campaign in 2008. Obama reportedly called communist Zoran Madami after he won the New York primary to congratulate him. And then Patrick Gaspard, who was part of Obama's 28 campaign to coach Mandami. In fact, Obama's done everything but formally endorse a fellow Marxist. Zorhan Kwame Mandami is Barack Hussein Obama without hiding his true intention to destroy America. Well, what do you know? I wonder if he has if Mandami's wife also has a penis. Soros's minions advise Mandami. Gaspard has been in the thick of politics. He also served as a DNC chairman, executive director. He was top executive for Soros's Open Society Foundation from 2017 to 2020. He was president of American Progress, CAP, Center for American Progress. Now he's advising the communists to work to unite Democrats behind the communists. The op-ed at the Gray Old Lady was published on Wednesday. It details how Obama's acolytes are beginning to coalesce around Mandami. I don't get it. Oh. Anyway. I'll be right back. 1 second. Vehicles. That's a lot of vehicles. I mean, that's a lot of vehicles to be paying insurance on vehicles. That's, Jesus, a lot of insurance. Oof. Do we get erection reform? Asking for a friend. I don't know if you meant to say election reform, but if you want erection reform, I think they make a little blue pill for that. Just saying. Gutfire's 10-year scheme involved approximately 187 wire transfers, which she was able to complete by undermining the two-step approval process. She used a token of a subordinate employee so that she could both initiate and approve the wire transfers. To cover up the scheme, Gutfire falsified accounting records, cash reconciliation records, and records of the county investment accounts, thereby hiding the millions of dollars that she had stolen. Gutfire also failed to report any stolen funds as income for tax purposes. Also, not only did she I don't know. Menendez, I don't think actually stole any money, Chris. I think he just took bribes, is what they said. He took several $1 million in bribes from Egyptians and some other countries. So I don't think Menendez stole this much. This was actually stealing the money. How many years did Menendez get? Did he get more than 10 years? So it says FBI and IRS CI conducted the investigation in this case. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jane L. Westby for the District of Arizona and Senior Litigation Counsel Nicholas W. Cannon of the Criminal Division's Public Integrity Section handled the prosecution. There's a case number and everything. So it says you want to go there and check it out. And so yeah, you think Menendez got 11 years, so he got a year more than this lady? I don't know. I guess our government feels that stealing their money isn't as bad as taking money from some other government, maybe. I don't know. Oh, and here's a story from the local news there that will.
In Santa Cruz County, the former county treasurer who stole more than $38 million from taxpayers is headed to prison. KGUN 9's Craig Smith has a look.
Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some issues with my grandson. So I'm going to finish reading this article, and then I'm going to cut it short for the evening. And this is going to be, I'm glad nobody donated anything tonight because I'm going to have to take care of this. And we'll be back tomorrow night for a regularly scheduled program, hopefully. So this guy is going to be Obama world is quietly backing New York City mayoral hopeful Zohran Mamdani after his June primary win. Obama personally called him to offer leadership advice, and longtime Obama ally Patrick Gaspard joined his victory party and has been spotted at strategy sessions. He's also connecting Mamdani with top strategist David Axelrod, signaling serious behind-the-scene momentum. So so Obama's inner circle and Axelrod giving this guy a blessing. So that's great. So we got now Obama is fully backing the Marxists and the communists. So we will we'll get into some more stuff tomorrow. I'm going to call it quits tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Here's Bella. Give you Bella right there for the evening and say goodbye to Bella. All right, Bella. Bella. Everybody, I'm going to send you over to Joe's. Have a nice night. See you tomorrow.